Okay, I woke up not too long ago. You're gonna have to excuse literally everything. Usually I record these really quite late at night when I get some time, but I'm not doing that right now. I have some time, so I'm gonna do it now. I don't remember what I last read, so I probably read this. Okay. Howler this and howler that, but nobody really explains what the bluff it's supposed to mean. If you say Frisky here has superpowers, I'm out of here. Just listen to Aaron, it's complicated. Please calm down, everyone. Calm down? My fate is in the hands of a what, Corral? A raider? I didn't know. I don't know. I need to think. And coffee. I'll be in the kitchen. So I'm just moving my mic. Wait, Professor! A howler is what we call a glitched file in Aphyta's databases. Usually, Aphyta calculates the birth and death of every being in the galaxy, including ecosystems like planets and moons, raiders and morai. We are constantly working on its core programming to adapt and upgrade the system, perfecting the software. But still, small glitches do happen, even if rarely so. When these glitches occur, we lose primary data from the databases, a complete wipe of a certain section. That's what you call small? In the grand scheme of things, it is small, yes. The loss can be anything from material to an event, sometimes nix planets or stars. Most of the data can be repaired and restored in a short time, thus harmless. But sometimes the corruption is more advanced, it takes a longer time to restore or repair. If this glitch is a certain material, any item made from that material will also be blocked by the system, which makes it what we call a howler artifact. Aegis is tasked with bringing howler artifacts back to the system for re-registering, but if all else fails, we have to get rid of the artifact and make sure it cannot be used against Aphyta or the Morai system. Like this target jammer artifact we have? Yes. Any weapon that cannot be detected by Aphyta can be carried through Moraian customs, even the Nova station without any alert, despite the immense security measures we take, because Morai's entire network system is bound to Aphyta. With its premonition software, Aphyta is incredibly powerful, but howler artifacts are its weakness, its only weakness. So even though they are rare in the hands of the wrong people, they could bring the end of Aphyta and the Morai system eventually. Does that mean Lana can bring the end of Morai by herself? No. Human howlers are a different subject, more complex. A human howler is invisible to the system, but they can also disrupt the written charts of other people. Charts? What kind of charts? Charts created by Aphyta in someone's birth. The ones we use to read their past, future, and psych profile for security purposes. Oh, this is Egon talking, my bad. Whatever. So, what do you guys know about your futures? No, only the intelligence does. Wait, what was that? Did I read that wrong? So you guys know about your futures, okay. No, only the intelligence does. People are not notified of their futures unless they are possible future offenders. And if they are possible future offenders, they will be watched and kept out of the capital their entire lives. Their movements will be exceptionally restricted. Justifiably so? No, Eve, not justifiably so. We are talking about an entire system, Soren, not just a few people. You'd see how important it is to keep an eye on the future criminal activities if you stopped rebelling like a preteen every other minute. Whatever makes you sleep better at night, I guess. Oh, so I'm I guess now. Stop bickering. She started it. No, I didn't. This criminal activity is where the human howlers come into play. Oh, I heard there's 12 chapters, by the way. I don't remember if I said anything. Yeah, the first review I read said that yeah, that's the case. And I've also read the endings aren't great. There's like 3 different endings you can get. I'm probably on the road to the worst one. So great. But yeah, and I've heard they're not great. They're like unsatisfying, so I'm not really looking forward to that. That's not the way you do a game like this. I'm just saying, you don't make unsatisfying endings. Okay. Although I have to warn you, Miss Brice, these are entirely speculative, as there have only ever been 2 recorded howlers in galactic history. A howler's data is either not in Aphyta's databanks or entirely corrupted, so it cannot possibly calculate a howler's life, which creates a paradox. If Apita cannot calculate a Howler's life, it cannot calculate the lives of the people the Howler interacts with. The interaction will create a gap in their charts, and the charts will constantly be altering while they are with the Howler, creating many different futures at the same time. This has been recorded in the previous Howler's case, and the same thing happens with you. During our time together, I have double-checked all of our charts, and they are unpredictable, to say the least. So, the moment you meet a Howler, your chart is no longer relevant. Your future is no longer written on Apita's databases. It is unknown to the intelligence. Everybody has the power to change one another's life, with or without intention. While these changes are usually calculated by Apita in everyone's birth charts, a Howler's changes cannot be. A Howler's power is not a direct influence, as the change will happen on its own, but the unknown is what makes it dangerous to a system that is run by premonition. Nothing scares Mirai more than the unknown. Lana, you may be the lamest chosen one in a whole galaxy. No kidding. On the contrary, as Harry said, you may be the most important person in the galaxy. The real reason why the system is afraid of a human Howler is entirely political, Miss Brice. The government doesn't change because they've been getting rid of any oppression opposition before it has a chance to develop, all in the name of security. Do you think they only declare possible future offenders by their criminal intent? Overly eager conspiracy theories. Just because you don't know the whole story doesn't make it an evil conspiracy. Nobody said anything about evil. This isn't about right or wrong, Evelyn. It's about innocent people getting arrested for nothing. Anyone who may take the power away from the Ryons will be sent to the possible future offenders section if caught early. It's filled with data of people who have no criminal intent in their futures, only political change. They've been using the intelligence in Apita's premonition software to stay in power, not for the good of the people. Apita got us stuck in a loop of corruption, and our only way out is to get rid of it. We need to shut down Apita for good, or it will be the end of the galaxy. You are mad, all of you. As long as we don't give her the cold hard facts, she will always be against destroying Apita. That's the thing about our facts, Egon. They are unprovable. We do what we believe is right. That's not Evelyn. Sorry to interrupt, but what do we do about the tiny evil man? Do we crash the party and steal the bot? Do you think you'll try to kidnap Lana now that he knows she is a Howler? Use her for all kinds of evil? Something like that. You just couldn't stay away from me. I admit you have a pull. Look, if I know Harry well, which I believe I do, he will want to fund you. What? Me? Fund you? Your rebellion, to use the chaos your reputation will bring between Morai and Raiders. I don't have a reputation. Nobody even knows I exist. That's where the party comes into play. There will be media, someone he trusts, someone who will write your story the way he wants it to be written. Why is that a bad thing? He doesn't want any side to win, Lana. He just wants chaos. Don't even think for a second he is your friend. He'll tip the intelligence. Capricorn won't buy it. Doesn't matter. This will scare all the other Ryons into acting harshly. They fear Howlers, and Harry knows that very well. Videns won't buy it either. I don't think he will have any say in it. If Igus tries to arrest Lana in that party, it will make the perfect cover story for Lana's story. The cover for Lana's story. She will be known to the entire galaxy in a way only Harry will profit. What do we do? What can we do? We need Sin, Egon. Who the fuck is Sin? Sir, did you ask for me? Yes, Ensign. I want you to send me every file we have on Igus databases about Rose Palmer and Ewan Reynolds. I'm confused. Where's all the music? Like, this is very silent. I don't know. You can clearly hear the sound, though. Okay. Yes, Ensign, I want you to... already read that. Specific dates, sir. Anything from section 903A to 1300E. VX recordings included. I want every transaction, every recorded message, every written document. Especially their contacts within the system. Should I contact the intelligence? No, keep it to Aegis files. Yes, sir. I found the data prints. He's been here. But something's not right. He's leaving quite a number of prints for someone who is trying to be discreet. He is purposefully getting me to follow this trail. Find out why he is trying to stall us, Egon, and do it fast. Not even a thank you, you mean director. Don't get cheeky and find the auditor before he puts the intelligence out of commission. Yes, ma'am. Who is this Remy person? We cannot lose the Haitian mines into the bearer, especially now. The bearer cannot know there is a second howler in the galaxy. They will try to use her against us. This young howler is a raider, a peoner. She wouldn't dare to deal with Libera, not while they are out there killing her own people. If she is desperate enough, she will. Maybe we should let her and show the galaxy that the new howler is a friend of murderers and extremists instead of a hero that the raider people are desperately in need of. Like the way we did to Ewan Reynolds. That was Ewan Reynolds. He was a Marian by birth. Raiders would never trust him the way they will trust Lana Brice if she chooses to become this voice of freedom. She cannot be allowed to be known publicly. We have to stop her before she reaches out to the people. If the galaxy knows there is a Raider Howler on the loose, things won't be as easy as the last time. Easy? We lost thousands to a war that never even started, Gemini. How could you call that easy? It will be against what we are about to face. You know it. You've seen it like I have. Gemini is right, Taurus. This Cardinal Cross is much bigger than the last one. 12s be with us. Panic and fear will turn into mistakes. Mistakes we cannot allow ourselves to make at this point. Patience will show us the right moment to act. Until then, let us watch the movements of this howler and understand what kind of person we are dealing with. With all due respect, we do not have the time to wait and see anymore. We must act now, Capricorn. I'm with Gemini. We should eliminate this Raider Howler before she becomes a Raider legend. She has a rogue Egon and a Howler artifact by her side. If we try to eliminate her now and fail, she will most certainly become that legend. But if we wait for her to make a mistake, she will be labeled as something entirely different. I don't like this. I have a bad feeling about this girl. You know, I'm usually a pacifist, but I'll have to agree with Gemini on this one. I say get rid of the girl before she realizes what kind of power she holds against us. Do you know, Pisces? Alright, how do I look? Be honest. Are you sure you want to hear it? Just shoot. It looks like a cheap Marian designer imitation. It is a cheap Marian designer imitation. Are you sure about this? They'll see right through you. I don't have anything else, Wiz. Besides, I'm not going to a fashion show. You wanted me to be honest. Just, never mind. Just tell me I'm pretty. Oh, I guess this is where we have, like, the most affection with him, I guess. Egon, you are pretty. I'll be in the cockpit. I don't know about this, Egon. I hate being controlled, and I have to do exactly that to get what we want from Harry. Again, I'm not calling him by that name, it just fucks my mind too much. I'm walking into the monster's den. I'll be there watching you all the way through, Lana. If we see anything suspicious, we'll get you out, I promise. I wish I could come with you. Why? Feel like waltzing? Well, cha-cha is more my thing. You know, I'd pay to see that. You guys ready? Harry Corp ETA, 5 minutes. Here we go. She said 5 minutes. There is a lot of things we can do in 5 minutes. Get out. Why? Somebody killed Lan, and I'm pretty sure they're coming here, Aaron. You have to be here when the time comes. There's a car. My freaking window won't close properly. Okay, is the device hidden? Yes, it is, but just keep it safe until I get there. Or until Libera gets here. I'll talk to you later. Who are you talking to? The director is following the trail sooner than I thought. The device is ready, but I need to leave now. Samir is in trouble. You should never have come with us. And leave you in charge. You know, having you in charge isn't all that better. It's a little better. We will rid this galaxy of the Mirai system, Soren, and if we are lucky, Libera along with it. Don't get ahead of yourself. Our priority is the system. Of course, one thing at a time. Aaron, be careful. You too. I'm sure you understand the frailty of the situation. Yes, Raun. I will prepare a small team immediately. No, not a small team. You will investigate it by yourself. By myself, but it is too delicate a matter, Director. I am giving you the data in great confidence. Or perhaps you... Or are you preoccupied with another mission? No, Ryan. Nothing is important. I will start with the investigation as soon as possible. You do realize that failure is not an option? No, sir. She is slippery, Director. The department has always been somewhat contradictory because of the nature of Pisces. Don't underestimate her. Ooh, chapter 9. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4 chapters to go. We are insignificant. Directed animosity. Whoop. We hold the weapons of hatred and fear. Yet waiting for another to pull the trigger. Okay. Indeed, it is no wonder Mr. Tyrov lost the bet. You are a fierce auctioneer. I was lucky it was a room full of ignorant buffoons with no artistic education whatsoever, nor interest. I thought you liked buffoons, judging from your last 4 marriages. Not ignorant ones, Harry. There is a difference. A toast to educated buffoons, then. And to the people who have to put up with them. Mr. Matheson, Professor Brooks and his companion are here. My, just in time, too. If you'll please excuse me, Miss Katema, I have a special guest I need to welcome. Well, this is everything I expected from a Mirai planet. Actually, it's a private moon. It doesn't belong to Mirai. It looks pretty Mirian, though. Look at the fancy hollow. It's a bit much. We are usually a lot more tasteful. You should see my apartment in Nova Station. It has the best view in the galaxy. Mr. Brooks, I'm glad you made it. Not making it wasn't an option, Matheson. Admit it, you missed this. The pâté and champagne, maybe. You? I didn't. And how is my 7IT? Functional, still lecturing me about my life choices. It's working perfectly then. And Miss Brice, my guest of honor, how lovely to finally see you in person. We came here just as you asked. Where's the AI? No, please, enjoy the party first. Pleasure before business is the true Morian way. I'm not Morian, Matheson. I don't do fancy parties. I'll be Morian enough for the both of us, Miss Brice, don't you worry. Go on then, enjoy yourselves. This will be an interesting night, I feel. Gods, I hate this guy. Karel? Alyssa? Oh, is this your fucking ex? Where have you been? I was so worried about you. Last I heard, you had some kind of trouble with the government. You could say that, yeah, trouble. 12s, Karel. Where do you live now? The apartment is detained by Aegis. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. Alyssa Vermont. I'm an old friend of Karel. Lana Brice, a new friend of Karel. A pleasure meeting you, Miss Brice. Problem? I'm sorry. Are you a raider? Is it the dress? It's the dress, isn't it? I meant no disrespect. I was just curious. It's not often we see raiders in parties like this. Where is your husband, Alyssa? He couldn't make it. He is having a meeting with a famous catering company. You know Aiden, he is obsessed with work. You two are quite similar in that sense. Yes, I guess you have a type. We all have a type, aren't you, with a raider? You're always very interested in raider culture, almost obsessively. Actually, we're not together. Brice is my colleague. Oh, my mistake. I'm sorry. I should get going. I bothered you enough. I'm glad you're alright, Corral. If you're back in the system, let's grab coffee sometime and catch up. I don't think that'll be possible, Alyssa, but do take care of yourself. Ah, I see. That's a shame. Have a good night, Miss Brice. Lovely meeting you. Likewise. What? So, you were always very interested in raider culture. Does that mean you have a raider fetish, Corral? Lana, are you a fan of low-budget raider porn? I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. Hot XXX Busty Raider Girls Nick's Planet Edition. I need a drink. At least 3 bots guarding the eastern entrance. I haven't seen the patrol yet. No sign of Igus either. Kit? Nothing out of the ordinary, Egon. Shall I check the hallway? No, stay where you are. Wiz? What? Is the Arian ready? It's fine. Some shield damage from the Slater cannons, though. Are we ready for a leap? Not yet. We're still low on fuel. That leap to the pirate ship took a toll on us. How long? Until it's full. About 2 hours at least. Not good. Alright, what are you not telling me? I'm not telling you anything. I'm not telling you anything. You're not telling me anything. Wiz, I'm not. I know you're not. I'm telling you to do it. I'm not doing anything. Yes, you are. I am what? Not telling me anything. I can do this all day, you know. I give up. You're worse than my sister. Hey! Spill it, implant junkie. I'm just being cautious, Wiz. We don't know where we will end up leaping to while escaping Igus. Do you have somewhere specific in mind? No. That sounded a lot like a yes. Fine, you know what? I don't care anymore. Just make sure we have Lana on board this time in one piece. Don't care about the nerd though. We can leave him here. I can hear you. Yes, sir. Apata confirmed. Lana Brice is on Astea with Mr. Mathieson. The glitch is bigger than we've imagined. Target sensors and monitoring devices are offline, but we can still use communication beacons. Are you sure it's not Mathieson tech? Yes, sir. None of the current technology is advanced enough to get past Apata, and the blockage is quite unpredictable. It can only be a Howler artifact. Or the human Howler. Perhaps both. This is what we were afraid of, Capricorn. Don't act rashly out of fear. This isn't about fear. We can't afford to waste any time. This is a disaster, Capricorn. We cannot let them work out a deal. We need to act. He will fund her little rebellion, Capri. You know it. We need to interrupt this meeting, send in Igus, arrest this girl as soon as possible. That would be unwise. Surely the media will be at the event. Mathieson is baiting us. Have you checked the guest list? It's a private event, Ryan. The guests were invited personally. We can control the media, but we can't control the Howler. We can arrest Mathieson, withhold his funds. We don't have to acknowledge the Howler right away. Arrest Mathieson, with what reason? Aiding a malefic? It is a good enough reason, don't you think? If we don't acknowledge the Howler, we will only show the galaxy how much we are afraid of a single rogue Egon. What will the people think of our government then? A government which can't even keep its own agents in line. So we let them go. We let Mathieson turn this Lana Brice into a symbol of peace and freedom. Let us know if you'd like to fund her yourself, Capri. She could be the first government-approved Howler. We can even give her a medal and everything. Perhaps the old ways are no longer an option in this case, Capricorn. New howler, new tactics. Obviously, the wait-and-see approach hasn't been in our favor with this girl. We act now. Call in the Aegis. It is as you thought, ma'am. The encryption is corrupted, but it's not an internal glitch. It was intentional. Cancel my appointments for today. I'm taking the day off. You can leave. Yes, ma'am. What is it, Remy? Somebody is in a bad mood. My mood is none of your concern, Egon. If you have something to report, speak. Otherwise, I have more pressing matters to attend to. More pressing matters than a rogue auditor? Yes. Sounds exciting. I have a list of people he seems to have had a meeting with here. And it's all fake. I'm not even going to bother chasing after these people. Of course, he covered his tracks well. He is an auditor. Do you have anything useful to report, Egon? Of course I do. At first, I thought he went to the trouble of creating fake identities in here to hide his current location. But I had a hunch, and I checked the data creation date, and it was created 3 years ago. Then I realized he wasn't trying to hide his location. He was trying to hide a specific person on the list. So I did a little bit of Egon work here and there. I'll save you the gory bits, and guess what I found? What? A match. Keep up, director. Go on. So, either he has an affair with a Libera engineer, or he has been very, very naughty, or both. Well, he has been naughty either way, that's my Aaron. If he is working for Libera and not the rogue Egon, it makes things a little easier for us. Keep me updated. Will do. Displeasing, to say the least. If Aegis doesn't know how to control its members, it shouldn't be allowed to conduct off-planet investigations. Let the intelligence deal with it. It's a real shame what happened to that Raider doctor. Being shot while doing her job? Nobody is safe anymore. Can't you see it's obvious Raider propaganda? Aegis would never shoot a doctor just because she treated a few fugitives. It's ridiculous. I bet the whole family is hired actors. Raiders are desperate for a seat on the Nova station. They do deserve an embassy on the station, actually. It could have fixed the Raider problem years ago. Maybe it's time for a more diplomatic solution? Otherwise, we're going to see a lot more Raider rebellions in the future. Not that you're complaining. You've been selling your transmission disruptors to Raiders more than ever. Taking advantage of an unfortunate situation doesn't make me less concerned about current events, Raymond. I have children too. Concerned? Is that what you call it? Paid actors? You've got to be bluffing kidding me. Don't mind them, Lana. They're just talking. They're talking as if this is all a game to them. Who gets to find the most creative theory when the truth is right in front of them? Believing in a grand evil scheme is easier than accepting the hateful nature of people, often coupled with ignorance. Did you actually like living here, with these people? Mirai is hardly defined by a bunch of shareholders, Lana. There are artists, writers, scientists in the system, kind, smart, decent people. I had friends, good friends. This is not Mirai, this is just money. Professor Brooks, that's a face I never imagined I'd see again. Professor Naoya. It's good to see you. I've heard your latest study stirred up some trouble. Yes, I'm being hunted by the authorities for the time being. Haha, do you remember the time you had me revise your essay about the first Ares planet? What was it, Leganu? Leganu, yes, I remember. You turned the board against me. And that's how you got it published in the Liberty Journal. You are welcome. I'm not thankful. I got a lot of hate mail for that. Isn't the truth grand? Listen, if this current study of yours is any good as that Leganu work, you know how to find me. I still have my contacts within the journal. What's in it for you? Nothing of your concern. My deal is with them. You just give us the essay and it'll be handled with great discretion. I give you my word. Just give it to you. Come on, Brooks, you know me. I like causing trouble as much as you do. I'll think about it. I can't promise you anything until it's done, Now, yeah. Why is my brain fucking frizzing out? I know how to say that. I've done all I can, but I don't think I have long. They're onto me. You need to get out of there, Zoya. It's fine, Aaron. I knew this would happen eventually, so did you. That bastard Matheson will get what he wants, at least for a while. Just make sure the Howler uses her chances well. I'm counting on you. Don't look at me like that. I didn't fight for your cause. I fought for mine. I'm sorry. Listen, about Karel. Make sure he doesn't do anything stupid, okay? I don't think anyone can stop him if he learns about this. The galaxy needs people like him, Aaron. Let him speak the truth. He is good at that. My lovely guests, if I could please take a minute of your precious time. We're on. First of all, thank you so much for joining me in my humble gathering. Each and every one of you has been absolutely delightful, and I am very glad to have found such lovely company. Aegon, are you getting this? Yes. Aegis ships are landing. Get ready. The reason why I gathered you all here today, however, is a little more than just friendship. I wanted to make it an official announcement, something I've long had in the making. I had to involve the press in our private event too, unfortunately. Please indulge my little manipulation. No offense, Lisanne. None taken, Mr. Mathieson. You were right. The press is here. Told you. I, Harry Mathieson, a business owner for nearly a decade, am finally feeling old enough to say that I will be retiring from Mathieson Corp this year. As I am leaving my business days behind me, I'll be venturing into a new domain, which is quite exciting, yes, but also a little intimidating, I must admit. There is no need to beat around the bush. From now on, I'll be in the service of the beautiful and proud Marian people. Did he suddenly decide to run for office? This isn't about him. It's about you. He's stalling. I know I've always been somewhat private in my affairs. However, it has always been a dream of mine to serve in the government. Long story short, I've been... Aegis 1st Regiment. Nobody move. What? What is this about, Captain? Wait. Aegon, do you read me? Jammer. You are under arrest for harboring a galactic criminal, Mathieson. Find the girl. If anybody moves, we will open fire. I will not warn you twice. Mathieson, what is this about? Is this one of your silly games? Captain, there must be a mistake. Who is this galactic criminal you are talking about? I assure you, this is just a small event of close friends and family. I know everybody in here personally. Just check my invitation data. So that's why I'm your +1. Apparently, I'm your +1. Are you sure this isn't a trap? No, but he has a lot to gain from the chaos. I'm trusting his greed. Ready to become famous, Brice? Well, they better capture my pretty side. I've got her. I'm innocent! How dare you! Aegis went mad. They're gonna kill us all. If your acting is as bad as it sounds, we're all dead. I am confused. What did this young lady do to deserve such treatment from you? I know she is a raider, but this is ridiculous, Captain. It's classified. Take them into custody. Oh, this is the AI. This is the AI. I see. They shouldn't have called him Sin, because then it would have been more of a surprise. Please reconsider, Captain. 0876C? How did you get out of the lab? The door wasn't locked. By the 12s, it's a rogue Oxybot. Mathieson, deactivate your bots now, or I'm giving the order to open fire. 0876C, initiate deactivation sequence. What? 0876C, initiate deactivation sequence now. What's a deactivation sequence? It's not following my commands. It's impossible. What kind of device could be powerful enough to override my Oxybot's programming? Open fire on the bots, now! Lana, you don't have to look like that. I'm just saying. You know, Marian pirates aren't all that different from Raider ones. Better food, though. You're enjoying this? Maybe a little. Lana! Oh, hey, babe. You can't go 2 seconds without a gunfight, can you? Spank me later. We found the bot. I found you. Where is Aaron? He had to leave. The intelligence is onto him. Do you have a lead now? Charts are still changing. There are many possibilities. Well, choose one. Kit, get back to the ship. Yes, Aegon. I have full control over every bot in 5,000 meter range, but it won't be enough to hold Aegis forces down. The vessel will have to leap without full capacity. Are you out of your mind? We'll hit an asteroid with an unknown leap like that. Then I hope you have a good pilot. We should leave. Reinforcements are coming in full force. How come I never got reinforcements? He's amused. Obviously, I'm above you in dangerous criminals list. Guys better come back fast. This place is crawling with Aegis bastards, and our shield systems are still damaged from the last time. We're on our way, Wiz. Hold tight. A Raider child. Mum. Alright, well, I will see you in the next video, which will be later. I will see you then. Bye.